What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow, where every fan is welcome. And today we're talking about Eberflus and Ed Dodds both being interviewed by the Chicago Bears. And we're going to talk about what may happen if they leave, how I feel if they leave, and all of that. So if you enjoy Colts content, if you enjoy football, draft content, all that kind of stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on. And let's get into the video. So Matt Eberflus and Ed Dodds were both interviewed yesterday for the Chicago Bears head coaching job. So Ed Dodds, a very, very well-known scout for the Colts, obviously going to be interviewed for a GM job over there in Chicago. And then you have Matt Eberflus going to be interviewed over in Chicago as well. So as a Colts fan, I kind of want Matt Eberflus gone. I don't really want him, and I don't know how he's going to be as a head coach, if I'm honest with you. When games kind of get towards the end and they're winning, he kind of gets really conservative. And, if he's that conservative on defense, where he's comfortable, where his calling card is, how is he going to be on offense? How is he going to be with the offense if he's going to struggle with, if he's going to struggle being too conservative, if he's just going to try to run the ball with maybe David Montgomery too much, or I don't know. That's something to take into consideration. But Matt Eberflus, he's a very, very awesome he's a very awesome person, very good guy. He definitely has leadership abilities. He definitely could be a very, very good leader. But in terms of play calling, we're going to see how he's going to fare, because even with the Colts as a defensive coordinator, where his calling card is extremely inconsistent, but, not having a pass rush, that's maybe why he had to really play these defensive backs off. So that's something you also have to think about. So you have to think about him having to play those defensive backs off because of the defensive line being so inconsistent and so poor at times. Buckner is solid. Outside of Buckner, there is no consistency whatsoever in the defensive line. So that's something to be aware of and watch out there. So, there's a lot going for Eberflus and the scout right now, Ed Dodds. I love them both. I'm gonna if they end up going, I'm gonna wish them the best of luck. But I am ready to move on from Flus. I would go after a defensive coordinator, maybe promote a guy within the organization for a defensive coordinator. Maybe go after Brian Flores for defensive coordinator. There's a lot to look into if these guys both end up leaving. I'm not really very educated within scouts and what scouts are on the block, so I don't really know about that. Can't say much about that. Losing your head scout really sucks, but you wish him the best of luck over in the Bears. But yeah, the Colts are gonna have some people they're gonna want to look into for the defensive coordinator job. I think it's gonna be a fun search. If Eberflus ends up going with the Bears and signing with the Bears and leaving Indy for them, which I would honestly not mind. I really want to move on from Eberflus. Honestly, I do. Bring someone new in, maybe implement a new scheme, because not a fan of the Tampa 2. I'm really not. If you play those really good quarterbacks, those really smart quarterbacks, they're going to pick apart that defense, especially if they have time and there's no pass rush. So the scheme has to be changed. If we're not getting consistent pass rush, we need something. Even though the pass rush is the root of it all, we kind of do need a scheme change. I think there needs to be something fresh coming in. So we'll have to see where we go from there, and I'm really excited to see if Flus goes there or not. They were interviewed yesterday. Should be getting news soon if they're going to be there or not. I'm guessing we're going to get the news within the next 2 days if he's going to be there or not. So you guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you Bears fans think of Matt Eberflus and Ed Dodds coming over there, being interviewed, kind of giving you Bears fans a little bit of what me and many Colts fans think about Matt Eberflus. His play calling on defense is questionable. He seems very conservative at times, but he didn't have a pass rush, so that's something to keep in mind. So I'm excited to see what he's going to have in store if he becomes a head coach. I'm really interested to see how he does. As we saw, Nick Sirianni went over to Philly, who we really didn't think was actually going to leave the Colts last year. We thought Flus was going to leave before Sirianni, and Sirianni just picked up and left real fast. So and as we saw, he did very good with the Eagles this year. In a year that was supposed to be kind of a rebuilding year for the Eagles, he really found the Eagles' footing. He figured it out. after they started like 2-5 or something like that. Didn't beat many very good teams, but nonetheless, they got some momentum going in that franchise and in that organization over there. They got some confidence in there, and now is Jalen Hurts the guy? I don't know. I think they're going to draft the guy with one of those first-round picks. There's many guys they could go after. Maybe like a Sam Howell. I don't think Kenny Pickett's going to be there. With Denver being there, I don't know if Matt Corral's going to be there. I could see Matt Corral going to maybe the Panthers or something. But yeah, there are going to be plenty of guys that they can maybe go after there. Malik Willis maybe. I could see Malik Willis being an amazing fit there. But I think if they were to draft Malik Willis, they would need to sign a vet because Malik Willis is extremely raw. I would sign a vet maybe like Tyrod Taylor, maybe Ryan Fitz. Just sign a vet, give him a chance. Maybe even Jacoby Brissett. He's going to be out there. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. You Bears fans, you NFL fans, Colts fans, let me know what you guys think about this. If Eberflus actually ends up going there, do you think he will? Do you think he won't? What's going to go on? So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.